We've been getting new Michael Myers masks for over 40 years now, and some of them span from being really good to a lot of them being really bad. And I originally had this video planned because I wanted to rank the masks of Michael Myers, but my friend Connie over at Talk Spooky to Me actually beat me to the punch, so I'm gonna say that this is inspired completely by her video, so go and check that out and give her a subscribe while you're there. But today I am going to be doing my own take and my own ranking on the Michael Myers masks, and we are going to be talking about the ones that are absolutely doo-doo to the ones that are outstanding. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Hayden, and today we are going to be ranking every Michael Myers mask from every movie. Now let me start real quick by prefacing, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty. I'm not going to talk about a mask that is the same as another one, but it has one speck of dirt on the left side, so I have to make a whole new ranking for it. I'm not doing all that. I'm just talking about the basic masks from the basic movies. So with that out of the way, go ahead and grab yourself a snack and a drink, sit tight, and let's get into it. So with the first mask and the worst mask on this list, we are going with the mask from Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Now there are several reasons why I think this mask is absolutely terrible. I hate the eyebrows on the mask, I hate the length of the neck, I hate how he has like a slicked back look for the hair, I hate everything about this mask. Even when you look close to the texture of the mask, everything about this is just not Michael Myers. This mask obviously received a lot of heavy criticism when this movie came out, and rightfully so. This mask is terrible in my opinion, and it does a terrible job at capturing the aura of Michael Myers. A lot of people say this mask looks like Nicolas Cage, which I can completely see that. But like I'm saying, man, the eyebrows on this thing completely throw me off. He looks always angry. The long, slicked back hair is not doing it for me, and the outrageously long neck part, that is just, it's not a Michael Myers mask to me. I hate this mask, and it honestly makes me not like this movie. So the worst mask by far, without a doubt, is the Halloween 5 Michael Myers. The second worst mask on the list, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Halloween H2O 20 years later. This Michael Myers mask, once again, has the weird eyebrows. He looks like he's chewing something and you just caught him eating something that he's not supposed to be eating, so he's giving you a derpy look. The hair on this mask makes him look like a Karen, like he's about to ask me where my manager is. Once again, just the overall texturing of this thing. I'm not sure what they were doing for these years where they were trying to make sequels on Michael Myers and Halloween movies, but they were not going about it the right way. I absolutely hate most of these masks from the sequels. This is definitely a step up from the worst mask, but this is not anywhere near a good mask in my opinion for Michael Myers, and for that reason I'm going to put it on the second worst on the list. The third worst mask on this list that I am going to put in this ranking is Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers, and I'm not sure exactly what it is about this mask. This looks like if Michael Myers had a kid who also wore a Michael Myers mask, this is what the kid would look like. Again, the hair is just too fringed out for the shape. I don't mind the shape of the eyeballs. I think if anything, this is way closer to the original 1978 mask, but something about this just isn't doing it for me. I hate when the eyebrows are so prominent, and I hate when the hair just sticks out as far as it does here, so I guess that's why this one is going to be the third worst on the list. But once again, it does look a lot closer to the original, so I don't hate it, but I'm just not really the biggest fan at all. For the next worst mask on this list, I'm going to go with Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and I understand I have a not so agreed with opinion on this. I think that this mask is better than the ones formerly named on the list, and the reason for that is because I feel like while it doesn't maintain an empty expression, you can definitely see the eyebrows, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I just really like how it doesn't look angry. A lot of the other ones in the sequels, they look angry. He looks like he's scowling at you. And another thing I like about this mask is like the line on the bottom of the neck. It kind of makes it feel like it was more of just a withered and just grabbed upon mask, as opposed to something so neatly done and polished. And I also think when looking in areas like the mouth and the nose, I think that it got a lot closer to similarities in the original mask. I do think it's just a little bit too wide, and once again, the hair for it is probably what throws me off due to the width, but I don't think it's that bad of a mask, and that's why I put it at this spot in the ranking. We are getting closer and closer to the positive masks on the ranking, and for that I'm going to give the next spot to Halloween Resurrection. I think this movie is probably the best when it comes to the masks in the sequels. I think this mask definitely does a lot to favor the original. Once again, I hate the eyebrows and I hate the angry look, but like I said, I think it's close enough to the original. I don't like the eyebrows, like I said, the eye holes and the nose part, and I think the width of it is what does it for me. The width definitely complements the length of the hair, so that definitely puts it higher on the ranking as well. Everything about this mask except for the eyebrows and the mouth were done really, really well. If the eyebrows were a little bit more blended into where you couldn't see them, and the mouth didn't have this weird like crooked shape to it, I think this mask would have been almost perfect and almost very, very close to the original. Okay, for the next mask on the list, I'm going to go ahead and group these together, but the Rob Zombie Halloween masks are incredible in my opinion. While they are vastly different in style compared to the original, I think that the way they went about it was awesome, especially including this was a Rob Zombie movie, so you expected something really weird and outlandish to happen anyways, but I think that the withering on the mask, the further you get in the movie, especially in Halloween 2 when the mask is like partly blown off of his face and you can kind of just see his face through it, I think that they did that incredibly well. This definitely looks like they got some sort of really close mold to the original, but just extended it to fit the like size of Tyler Mane in these movies. Obviously the mask needed to be a little bit bigger due to how big the guy playing Michael Myers was, but I think this mask is really, really cool, and I think they did an incredible job at capturing the emotion on it. The eye holes are awesome, the eyebrows are not near as prominent as any other mask in the sequels. The mouth, the withering, the length of the hair especially, I think that this was done very well, and that's why it is in this spot on the ranking. For me, the next mask in this ranking is going to be the mask from Halloween Ends. I think that this mask isn't a bad mask, but I don't really like the weathering that we saw after he had been in the cave, especially when it comes to certain scenes in the movies. It just looks way too similar to the mask in Kills, and you can't really see like the mold and mildew on the sides during some parts. I don't like how the hair was slicked down through majority of it because of the withering, and I just kind of don't like the way it started to droop like Michael Myers had like some kind of stroke or something. Definitely not a bad mask at all, but compared to the next top 3 that we have, it's not the best. So Halloween Ends, you didn't make the top 3 cut, but what did make the top 3 cut is Halloween Kills. I think the mask from Halloween Kills is awesome, especially after the charred and burnt area on the mask that was put on it after Halloween 2018. I think that the damage on it made it look so much more cooler than it already was in the 2018 Halloween movie, especially during certain scenes where the mask was getting a shine or like a glisten on it, and you can really see the prominence in the blood on the side of the mask. You can see the prominence in the burns. It made Michael Myers so much more scary looking. And then going into number 2, obviously this is just the mask from Halloween 2018, just with burns on the side. The Halloween 2018 mask was so close to the top of the ranking, and that is largely due to the fact that this is just a complete remake of the original mask. They did an incredible job at capturing the withering of the original mask. Any fan could look at this and associate it with any image of Michael Myers that you remember from either your childhood or your early adulthood. Whatever you remember from Halloween 1978, if you've seen this 2018 version, you can definitely tell that this is meant to be the same mask from that movie. The withering looked really, really cool. The only thing I can say about this mask that prevented it from being in the top spot is just because I think the Halloween 1978 mask is the greatest Michael Myers mask of all time. My reasoning for that is, number 1, just due to the iconic scenes that we have seen this mask in, and I know I sound kind of like a hypocrite because I said I don't really like the prominent eyebrows on the mask, and if anything, this had slightly prominent eyebrows, but this was the OG mask. If you didn't know this mask, then you didn't know Michael Myers at all. So this is basically the standard we are going based upon with these rankings and any other mask from any other movie. This is also the same mask used in Halloween 2, but due to it being a different actor who portrayed Michael Myers, it looked a lot different, It's not as different as it looked. It is supposedly the same mask, it just was more wide because of the fit, and apparently there was like some heavy dust and like heavy smoking going on, so it colorated the mask just a little bit. But this mask is the greatest Michael Myers mask of all time, and you can partly call me biased because this is the OG, but this compared to any other Michael Myers mask, I would definitely prefer to see this mask on a Michael Myers in any other Halloween movie, hands down. I think that's it when it comes to ranking the Michael Myers masks. I could be completely wrong, and if I did miss something, then please be sure to let me know in the comments and we can discuss it, and I can put that in a ranking as well. But like I said, I think I covered everything down to a basic standpoint. If you would like to let me know your rankings, or if you would like to let me know anything else, then comment down below what you think. I'm honestly curious to see if your rankings line up with mine, so please be sure to comment. I will respond, we can debate about it, we can talk about it, and maybe if there are plenty of things that I missed, or if there are plenty of good points that everybody makes, I can make this a second part video and we can talk about it all over again in the future. But apart from that, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because not only does it help me out tremendously, but we are getting so very close to the threshold of being able to get memberships and super chats if I go live on this channel, and the more you support me, the closer we are getting to it and the better content I can provide for you guys. But pandering aside, click that notification bell. I'm not done pandering, actually. But apart from all of that, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you watched until the end, my name is Haydxn. It was a pleasure having you, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the very next video. Peace!